I made a One Piece themed game, where a contestant has to figure out characters based on silly prompts while trying to build up a crew for a chance to survive the final battle. Except the entire game is rigged against them. Welcome to the One Piece Quiz Crew Battle. Let's start with a question for you, the viewer. Which One Piece character is this? Leave your answer in a comment down below. And now, to the real game. Welcome back, brother.
Hello, brother.
Do you feel prepared after last time's attempt?
After that embarrassing performance, I am even more scared now.
Well, you should be. But without too much further ado, let us just start the game. First things first, let's start with an easy one. You will have to pick a captain.
Ooh, I mean, my manga is so cool.
My manga is
Shu,
cool.
Shu has a very powerful devil fruit, but it's Shu. I have to go with Chad manga.
Well,
Oh,
Shu
no.
will remember that, because this was actually question 1. And I'm not asking you to pick your captain, I'm asking you to pick a captain. Momonga, Dalmatian, and Bastille are all vice admirals.
No! No!
And Shu is the only captain here. And what was that about? Well, he has an amazing devil fruit, but that Shu... Yeah, you just put Shu in a terrible mood for the rest of the game. Because he is the captain who is being sent out by Marine HQ to locate a nefarious crew of pirates. The nefarious Cavanru crew.
Kevin Rue! They're back!
With his lousy mood, Shu is now looking for clues to find these villainous pirates. On his search, he finds a man washed up ashore on a deserted island. A man missing legs, but he seems to have found new legs or be stuck in a chest. It's kind of weird. He's wearing a pirate hat. This man is asking Captain Shu to help him find his legs and get revenge. However, Shu now realizes this is a former member of the Cocox pirates, and he's conflicted about what to do. So let's go to the bad mood wheel.
Oh no. This is amazing. No!
Yes, there does not seem to be a way that this man will just be helping out a former pirate. So, first things first, he gets handcuffed and brought to the marine ship. Additionally, Shu of course takes away all of his weapons, reducing him to just biting. And as soon as he notices that he's not actually attached to the chest, the legs or the chest will have to be removed from the body. And what used to be a piece of the former Cocox crew pirate captain gets discarded above the board.
Where's the rest of him? Where's Gaimon's head?
Oh, that was cut off by Cavendish.
No, this is brutal.
Well, off to question 2. Which One Piece character is this?
Are those olives?
Yeah, looks like olives to me.
I mean, it's Nico Bellic, so the first thought is Nico Robin. But wasn't Robin's mom's name Olivia or something? Or it has to be Nico's Robin's mom's mom, but
I mean, you can lock that in. You can go for a hint. Gathering hints gives the enemy crew more time to get stronger and gather more loot. But if you feel strongly about it now, you can just lock it in.
I am gonna lock it in.
All right. And you are indeed correct. It is Nico Olvia.
Olvia. That's not Olivia, but Olvia, yes.
As you got it correct, Shu is now able to capture her and get her on top of the ship.
That's a rebellion waiting to happen.
And he definitely remembers this woman's name. She is very heavily wanted by the world government.
Oh.
This is a woman who can read poneglyphs or poneglyphs in general. And he recalls the world government has ordered people who read poneglyphs not to be captured, but to be executed on the spot. You have just brought Nico Olvia to the Marines. Congratulations, you answered correctly. And as she's being executed, she shouts out one last time, "I only wanted to meet my daughter."
Oh, that's tragic.
After the next question, which One Piece character is this?
You know that moment when somebody asks you what your favorite movie is?
No,
and you
nobody
just
has ever asked me that.
Oh, never mind then. Indiana Jones in a hoodie, and no walking. Oh, Hood Jones. Jones. Honestly, I'm not getting much from any of this, so I'd like to take a hint.
All right. And as you are looking around for hints, the Cavendish pirates grow stronger and find some more equipment.
Cool shades.
And to your hint, how about now?
What? Okay, eats a lot of pills. Becomes old. Or perhaps is old. Jones. Is there another hint? No,
There is no other hint. I honestly thought it should be very, very obvious by this point.
It's... Wait. Jones. Hoodie Jones? He does eat pills. He does turn old after eating them pills. Did he wear a hoodie? Oh no, Hoodie Jones. I'm locking it in.
That is correct. The answer is Hody Jones.
I like that image of a fish eating with pills.
I feel like that would have made it too obvious, even though it should have already been. Alright, so this fisherman pirate gets brought onto the ship.
And another one gets captured. Is he old or new? Young, rather.
That is young Hody Jones. He still hasn't taken all of the drugs, only some of the drugs. And let's see how Shu will behave with this criminal on board now. Alright. Hody Jones is given some leeway. He is giving some good behavior. So while he's staying shackled for now, he is willing to release him to assist if needed. Shu kind of trusts this fishman.
Okay, Shu's not racist, confirmed. He's not like the rest of the Marines.
Speaking of, next question. Which One Piece character is this?
Crimson Chin and an officer of some sort.
Yes.
Did Magellan have a large chin?
I don't know, you tell me.
I'm just thinking out loud. Would it make sense for there to be non-pirates on a meta level?
Would it?
Probably would, yes. What if it's Hannibal though? Oh no, that wouldn't be a nut here. Not that uniform. Hannibal did have a huge chin. And once he got promoted, I think he started wearing the uniform. But I think I'm gonna take a hint.
Alright. With that hint, the enemy pirates find a weapon.
Ooh.
Cavendish obtains the legendary Frostmourne.
Oh, GG. Yeah, you gotta fight the Scourge now. 3 points of damage.
It is a powerful weapon.
It is the Frostborn.
So, for your hint,
Shiryu.
are you locking it in?
Yes.
It is indeed Shiryu. Oh.
Shiryu, yes. I was not far off with Hannibal, or...
Yes, it is a previous warden of Impel Down. One that was arrested, escaped, and it seems like you are able to bring him in once again. Even if looking for the hints needed to bring him in allowed the Cavenru pirates to grow way stronger than you would have ever expected.
That is true. Shiryu of the Rain, if I recall correctly.
Let's see how Shu feels about this. Despite his bad mood, he is feeling a bit more forgiving. He doesn't like him as much as he likes Hody, and really does not trust him. He has heard stories of Shiryu the Rain and feels safer removing his very, very strong sword. On to the next question.
Jojo. Drift?
Which character are we talking about here?
Joseph Drift. No, Joseph. I'm not going crazy. That was Joseph Part 2, right?
That is Joseph Joestar.
Okay. Jojo Drift, Joseph Drift, or Burnout. This feels like it has to be a pun of some sort. But that might be just me missing the whole idea. But I don't think we've really seen cars in One Piece.
Well, Smoker has a motorcycle. There was the buggy
Smoker has
mobile.
The buggy mobile. Was it even motorized? Yeah, Smoker has a motorcycle, that is true. There is a lot of smoke. No correlation to Joseph Joestar. The last hint gave so much power to Kabanru pirates.
The more powerful the hint, the longer you have to look for it, the more time it gives them to find powerful things. And I can tell you, the hint for this one is quite powerful.
Ooh.
So you better get it now.
I don't think I'll need a hint.
Alright.
Can't be worse than Frostmourne, right?
Probably not, no. Kinemon's legs did during this time go diving deep into the sea and found a shield at the bottom of the ocean.
Pearl Shield.
He now equips to protect himself. Also, while on the bottom of the ocean, he managed to grab 2 fish.
But Kinemon is a Devil Fruit user.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to breathe because the head is here. So are the lungs. Those are just the legs. They're fine.
Alright.
Now, for your hint.
There's the chicken curry and a cat. Curry cat.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give you about 10 more seconds on this.
What?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
I have no clue.
2, 1. Yeah, you had a clue. You paid for it. You were too close. You said the answer, but in the wrong order. It's cat a curry. Cat a curry.
No!
And that car isn't drifting,
Donuts.
it's making donuts. And Joseph Joestar is there because they have the same voice actor. Also very similarly JoJo coded design.
Oh. Well, interesting what will happen now. Will he join the Kabanru Pirates?
Yes, of course.
Oh. The Marines will get him anyways. Charlotte Katakuri.
Time for the last question. Which character are we talking about here?
I mean, on one hand, I want to say king because of the fire and the dinosaur. On the other hand, that's not a pterodactyl or whatever king's devil fruit dinosaur was. I'm gonna go say king because if you would have made it a pterodactyl, that would have been too easy.
Are you locking in without a hint?
Yes, redemption arc.
Let's see if that's true. Here's what a hint would have been.
Oh no, I'm wrong, aren't I?
The answer is Mr. Tree Galdino. Goldino. There's
Gold
three.
Dino.
His hair tends to be on fire, lit like a candle wick, and yeah, you maybe you went in here a bit too confident on that last one. Maybe I should have given you more time on Katakuri. Well, anyway. And the Kabanru crew gets to grow stronger as well.
Shu is gonna get his ass beat.
With all this searching for questions and answers and finding different pirates, Shu does finally find the Cavanru crew and challenges them to a battle. You get the first attack. However, two of your characters are still locked up. Well, technically 3, including your old crew member, and you can only unlock one of them per turn with a bonus action.
With a bonus action. Okay. And what about arming them? Or are their weapons discarded by Shu's rust abilities?
Yeah, when Shu took away Shiryu's weapon, he doesn't just take away weapons. We know what Shu does. Look at that image.
That is very fair. Shu is gonna free his homie from down under, down the sea.
The fishmen have been liberated.
The fishmen have been liberated.
And who does Shu choose to attack?
He's gonna go for the legs because they have a big shield, and also he has this instinct telling him, being nearby the rest of Kinemon's body, that he has to take revenge on the legs for some reason.
All right.
Of course.
This... With this massive critical failure, while Shu is running towards the enemy, his newly freed friend, Hody Jones, is so eager to battle alongside this marine. He jumps into the way of Shu's attack, and with that, instead of just attacking the enemy, Shu rusts Hody's weapon.
No.
The enemies get to counterattack. The legs, seeing their older body, go for it.
It's 3 damage. Oh.
And Kinemon is knocked out, and with a kick, the legs capture it, and it becomes one part of a whole again.
What? wait. Ah, but the torso and the head is knocked out.
Kinemon's body has been reunited, which inspires the legs grow stronger.
That makes it the enemy's turn because they counterattack from the super critical, or is it my turn?
It is your turn again.
Shu will free the rain.
Shiryu has been freed of his shackles. With no weapon in hand, the swordsman is not as effective, but he is still brutal.
And Shiryu will strangle around the marine in the background to take their sword.
Alright, this marine gets killed, and Shiryu gains 1 attack from a simple weapon. Let me add that to him. It's a cutlass. And while this is happening, the enemies get an attack. Mr. Tree going to see the opportunity of Shiryu being distracted with a weapon and strike at him. However, he does not manage to coat Shiryu in backs and leaves himself wide open to take double damage for 1 round. It is your chance to strike again.
Shiryu, being this bloodthirsty animal, he's gonna capitalize on that and try to strike down Mr. Galdino.
Golden Dino himself. Ooh, he managed to get a clean cut with that cutlass, and he's so inspired he gets to even strike again. Galdino goes down. By the way, it's not just Gold Dino for the reference of his name. We also met him in Little Garden, an island filled with dinosaurs.
Ah, that is also true, yeah. Makes it even more embarrassing for me.
Alright, Shiryu, strike again.
Shiryu will strike at Katakuri. He's similar to Wax, Mochi. Somewhat similar. Oof.
Katakuri is just too fast.
That
and with
future
that,
sight.
Katakuri will strike back at Shiryu. Just too fast fighter. It's your move, duelist.
Shu will try to attack Cavanru.
Alright, the Cavendish and Karu duo.
Trying to destroy the Frostmourne.
Oh! And Shu does live up to his name as the greatest marine who has ever lived. He attacks this legendary duo. The Frostmourne gets destroyed. Souls within it released. All the weapons that they carry destroyed. And the leader of the Cavanru crew falls. No matter how this ends, Shu was able to bring down this nefarious pirate.
This is like the Marineford War right here.
And he's so motivated by doing his job well, he gets to strike again.
He's gonna go for the second in command of the Big Mom pirates. Well, that would not be Katakuri, but the second strongest fighter of Big Mom pirates.
All right, let's see.
Whoa!
Oh, I think the RNG gods are making up for last week's performance. You are knocking the enemies out one hit after another. This is some high levels of RNG or a rigged game.
You do not mess with Shu, apparently. I apologize, Shu, for trying to pick my manga. You have changed my mind forever.
There is only Kinemon left. In his desperation, his feet force feed his unconscious head to fish in hope to survive an attack. But since you did critical, you get to strike once more before they get a chance to act.
Shu will try to continue his rampage.
Shu goes for Kinemon, the betrayer,
Ooh.
and strikes him for 7 damage. Those fish barely saved his
Those
life.
fish saves him.
Kinemon is going to see that the legs, they can do only one thing that they know how to do. They're gonna try to run. And you're gonna get one last chance to strike at them, otherwise they get away. But they do not attack, they flee. Half damage, rounded up. And with 5, you still get to do 2 damage, which is the exact hit to finish off Kinemon and split him in 2 once again.
Shu the goat.
And with this, Shu has managed to capture the Cavanru pirates, bringing them in to the Marines, ready for a promotion, which he will probably not even accept because he's such a humble man. He knows he's worthy more than a captain, but he will stay a captain because that's how he wins.
It's subterfuge. It's like how Freerun keeps her mana output low, deceive the enemies. We now know that Shu is admiral level, but he prefers to stay low, take care of the dirty business instead of the politics.
Exactly. And with that, both Shiryu and Hody also get recaptured. Even though they helped, they are too terrified to try to actually fight this strong marine. And
very fair.
And Shu gets to bring in some of the most dangerous pirates around. And with that,
Cavanru crew has been defeated. Somewhere deep below the waves, a Kokok smiles, knowing that it is avenged.
Congratulations. You defeated the crew battle. No matter how much I rigged it against you, rolling 3 critical hits will do that. Hope you had fun.
I did indeed. Thank you once again.
Alright, till next time. I'm Arthur.
And I'm Karlis.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.